something terrible happen again?
Alright, so welcome back to Genshin Impact. Again, we're on patch 1.5.
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight.
I don't know what this patch is called. Something beneath the jadeite or something? Let's take a peek. Probably notices. Beneath the light of jadeite. So, let's actually do the story quest that's the title of this, which is the Zhongli stuff. Although we do have... Oh, these are just requests. This one's important too. We'll do this one after, but let's go chat with Zhongli. And see if he's going to tell us more about the god of salt. So we have to go and talk to Catherine at the Liu... Or Luye? I don't know. They all pronounce it differently. Adventurers Guild here.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Any new commissions?
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower.
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome! We're good at that!
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk to Uncle Dai.
Alright, we're always helping. I mean, that's what we do. The Act 2, No Mere Stone. Alright, so we have to go find Uncle Dai. You know what? I'm almost tempted to do like a super party of speed here. The only problem is if we get stuck into combat, we're not gonna have a good time about it. But Rosaria moves 15% faster at night. Or she makes the team move faster. So this might actually be kind of nice for the speed here.
Come inside.
Yeah, we're definitely moving much faster.
Hey, are you Uncle Dai?
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive.
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long way off. Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo! That's why we're here. Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else. Do you think we're not up to the job?
Paimon, you're getting competitive again.
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a professional by your side, everything should run smoothly. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours.
You must be talking about... Perfect. I was planning to ask him a few questions anyway.
Ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here. We'll go fetch him.
So let's go find Zhongli, I guess.
Is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
This might not be the best way to get over there. But we'll make it work. Like a little monkey climbing all over the place. We're moving so fast. There he is. Look at him. He's just sitting at the table. All right, Zhongli, it's been a while.
What about the pickpockets?
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Zhongli, there you are!
Oh, here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you! Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We have a special task.
We need someone who understands geology and ore.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Teyvat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Teyvat's #1 rock expert, but Paimon doesn't believe a word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well, then it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Stop being so modest, Zhongli. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai.
We got him. Trapped. Alright, let's go talk to Uncle Dai. I wonder why we call him Uncle Dai. Not our family. Alright, one expert coming up.
Uncle Dai, we're back.
Oh, and this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Uh-huh, so you say. Wait till my guy gets here, then we'll see. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun-jun. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman...
This is Zhongli, a consultant from the funeral parlor.
Longsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli, I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
So that's what you were planning.
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If Zhongli loses... never mind. Zhongli won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kun-jun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within.
So, but isn't crystal ore found everywhere?
Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through. Now that's a rare treasure.
Such a detailed description, almost like he saw it with his own 2 eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare find indeed.
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade. You won't come across another of his caliber in your lifetime.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm. There are men counting on you to find them.
The chasm? But we won't actually be going to the chasm. There's no way. But that was a lot of exposition there. I almost kind of want to... I want to go check out this fight here with this ice cube. I'm just not sure. We can't use Ganyu for sure.
Snow.
Yes, and they added like contextual like things. So like every time I come to like Dragon Spine with Hu Tao, she's just like, "Oh, snow." We'll try this party. See if we can kill this ice cube. I'm just gonna get some pine here, because while we're here, why not? So this is a brand new fight that they added. And of course they added the like cold mechanic, because why not? I'm actually curious if like the Festering Desire still works. No, I don't think so. I think the rate goes up the same no matter what. But I mean, we can always chill by these little flame things anyway. Alright, so let's see if we can pull this off here. Alrighty. I've never fought this thing before, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, well, that was weird. It's almost like I'm being, like, inhibited.
This is order. Solidify.
Oh, okay, that was not nice.
Off we go.
I know it's extremely cold. I'm not that concerned about it, though. Did we get it? No, we probably have to do something special here now, which I have no idea what. Oh, we have to break its shield, probably.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Higher, higher, hands on fire.
Okay, this shield is really annoying. Use charge attacks to hit the halt fault. Oh, to break its shield fast. Ah! Oh, I understand now. Wow, this is a weird fight. Okay, I think I get it, though. We have to knock those things into the shield. How weird. Definitely a different fight, though.
Solidify.
No, my sword.
What is it doing? Oh, we're too far away. No! Weird. Come on! Oh, I don't have any... I'm out of stamina. That's why I couldn't do my charged attacks. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to try and do this properly this time. Okay, that was one. It's two. There we go. Alright, we did it. Alright, so that's the first time we fought this ice cube. Is interesting. We're going to switch our party, though, because there's a reason for that. Because we get friendship points. So I want to use characters that are not maxed out yet. Actually, you know what? I've been kind of working on Mona. She's almost fully friendshiped out. So I should probably swap her back in.
This is how it.
So yeah, this is new Ascension material. I'm assuming this is for Eula. So, ooh, that's pretty decent. Crit damage, except for I wish it was like attack instead of HP. That'd actually be really good if it wasn't for that. That's an interesting fight. I'll have to get better at that, but anyways, let's continue on with the Zhongli story quest here. I just wanted to see what that fight was about because I hadn't checked it out yet. And if I get Eula, I'll definitely be having to do that a little bit more. So let's head over to the area near the chasm. Although it's kind of interesting that a lot of the quests we've done, like even the Serenity Pot quest, referenced the chasm a ton as well, but it's definitely not a place we're going to be going to anytime soon.
What a bummer. Go!
I wonder if they'll give us like more pets. They probably will, because we have two. We have the golden Sealy and we have this little aqueous thingy here. Which I like this one. This one's kind of adorable.
Phew. Whoa, this mine is huge.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself. How could 4 sturdy young men just vanish into the bedrock?
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
Okay, so we gotta investigate what happened to these men.
How did the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues.
I don't think they ran away. We're gonna have to, probably something more sinister.
Over here! What's this? A pile of shirts, some trousers.
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh, that seems right. 10 shirts, 10 pairs of trousers. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are identical.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh, and some tool belts.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct.
Maybe they didn't need them?
Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools, but leave their luggage behind?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
Do you think someone kidnapped them?
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know.
Okay. But we're still looking for more clues. So there should be one around here somewhere. Hey, Kunjun's here. Kunjun?
Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating really hard. What's he up to?
I see 4 men following someone out of the mine. It looks like a child.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a secret. It's a little odd. I've never dared to tell anyone before. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your a rock, and boom, it just happens?
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do is touch one and focus my attention, and the memories come to me.
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever happened there.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Their memories are hazy. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed. It was prudent of Uncle Dai to recruit you, Mr. Kunjun.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
So a stone seer. Alright, let's go talk to Uncle Dai, I think, right? Oh wait, no, this is just... No, we're talking to Bravo the Miner. More clues. Alright.
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly they'd vanished. Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down too.
No, I think they all just went after that little girl.
Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Dai.
And I don't know, that little girl probably very suspicious, because what is she doing out in this area just hopping around and... Yeah. Anyways, let's go talk to Uncle Dai. So we have 3 different clues now.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident occurred on site.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with him?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kunjun here made good use of his, expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a child that took your men away.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child would have made it over to the mine.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit.
Are you sure you don't want our help?
You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch them.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon and Betsy's still investigating. Let's go find him.
Yeah, and he can talk to Orr, so clearly he can be quite helpful to us, I think. So let's see if he's come up with anything else.
Kunjun, what are you searching for? We're all out of clues. Let's get going.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as Dragonfall.
Dragonfall.
I've never heard of it.
Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent lately. Name and address aside, I'm having trouble remembering things. In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious, as if there's something I've forgotten to finish. It's an unpleasant sensation.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something, but you can't remember exactly what it is.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. They mentioned Dragonfall. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. So, I decided to look for some. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I have to do.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhongli. You're too kind.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will be traces.
Great, let's have a look.
The only thing is, I know that this storyline leads to like a world boss, right? So I'm thinking that that boss has something to do with the disappearance of the miners. But anyways, let's see if we can come across some clues. Oh no, if I'm in combat, that means I probably can't continue the quest here. Okay, it didn't pursue us. With this tree we will hit. Because only the fruit trees are the only ones where you can get kui hua wood or whatever you want to call it. So.
Wait, there are tracks here. These must have been left by the miners.
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the pass itself. However, if we find new tracks, we can follow them wherever they may lead.
Okay. So we have to look for more clues on the other side of the hill here. Okay. We're not gonna have to face a ruin guard, are we? I hope not. Well, it wouldn't matter. We'd kill it pretty quickly anyway.
Hey, footprints!
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Okay. Let's keep following. Elemental sight? No. Well, it doesn't matter. We just go forward anyway. As long as we don't get close to that ruin guard, he won't activate, so it's fine.
Oh no, the
Although this
We should
one
inquire with
was
anyone
already
nearby.
activated, so...
If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Actually, I have a plan. Venti might not be a bad idea here, just to get him on his knees.
Time to go. Time for takeoff.
Evil conquering. Cheer.
I'm not a huge fan of Shao, but he's not absolutely horrible, I suppose. Although Armona is now dead. Let's see if we can revive her. Alright. That was not an ideal scenario here. The problem is we have no support in this team, right? Like, well, Venti's support, but I mean no healer. So it's kind of a problem. I guess there's no reason to use this particular team. We're not doing commissions or anything.
Understood.
We'll go with this team. Pro team.
Hi there. Have you seen anyone dressed like a miner around here?
A miner? I'm afraid not.
Let's try someone else.
Okay.
Hello. Have you seen any miners nearby? About this tall? 4 of them?
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm cloud watching?
Jeez, a little grumpy, aren't we? Whatever. Let's go ask someone else.
Okay. And we'll have one more person left to ask.
Hey there. Seen any miners?
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them.
Yeah, that's them.
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated. Traversing the geography of Lingju Pass must have held them up.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Huh. This child. Did you see what they look like?
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them.
Alright. And that's the best clue. Well, I guess the best clue we got was from Kunjun. But, this corroborates what he said, because otherwise we were just taking his word for it that they were following the girl.
Stay right there.
What the? He just... Oh, he shot me. That's what it was.
Almost.
Born of ice and frost.
Okay, that's not nice.
Stabilize. Order guide.
We need to be using our shields and stuff here.
Live.
Albedo's actually pretty darn good with Ganyu because his flower blossom, it actually triggers off of her like stuff, so it's really, really good.
Can't handle your drink. Scratch you.
Oh, wrong character. There we
Burst
go.
forth.
No touching.
Team has a lot of shields. The only thing that I don't like is that right now the only shield that's like really hard to break are water shields. There's no real way to like get rid of them quickly.
My duty at hand.
This is order.
Shake his hands! Access denied.
Okay, why? Okay, he's getting kind of annoying to get hits on. He just keeps stutter stepping.
This one's almost done. You need to hurry up.
At least he kind of trapped himself in this little crevice here, so... If we had a water character, it'd be a lot easier to get rid of him, but it's fine.
Next on the agenda.
Alright, so there should be something up here.
We're way
What?
behind schedule.
What am I in combat with? What? That guy's so far away! A little ridiculous that this thing attacked us from that far away. Well, whatever.
Run from death.
Free materials, I guess.
More footprints. There's a person over there. Help! Please save me!
Somebody's being attacked.
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Rescue first, questions later, yes. It's a good thing Ganyu is broken. Oh, okay, that's not nice.
Born of ice and frost.
Ganyu is mostly
I
broken.
will have order.
She is kind of fragile, though. She does die pretty quickly if she does start getting hit. Really? That archer too from that far away was attacking us? The world hates us, clearly.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shangyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're not a miner?
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men and a child.
Can you be a bit more specific?
I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they looked like. Apologies.
I think that's all we needed to hear. Thank you.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all for your help.
I guess we did save her life.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon.
It could have been a different group. No, it couldn't have. Why am I even saying that?
But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon.
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
It's definitely them.
It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is high praise indeed.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost all sense of direction a long time ago.
You think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case. It's a lot of fun.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led by a child. This is no ordinary incident.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was unusual. We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road. If their destination is indeed Nantianmen, we should be able to catch up with them.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it should guide him to us.
Clever thinking! A classic Zhongli move!
Okay. So... have to head to Nantianmen and look for clues. Actually, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to quickly restart the game. Just give me 1 second here. It's just it's doing a little bit of a weird thing for me on my end. Just going to relaunch it real quick. Shouldn't take longer than a couple seconds here. Okay. Let's see if that fixes that on my end. Sorry about that. Alright. So we'll continue going and looking for the miners. Well, this thing was not here when we logged out. It was not this close to us. Actually, were we even in this spot? I think we were. But this is one of the, like, creatures that was added. I can't remember which patch. I think it was the one with the Shao. The lantern, right? They added these creatures to the world. There's not very many of them, and they're actually really easy to kill with Ganyu. As you can tell, it's kind of ridiculous. But they basically drop the same thing as the tiny little geo thingies too, so they're not really worth going out of your way to kill them. But either way. Whoa, what is this little bandit doing here?
Dodge this.
Don't need to dodge it. You're gone, buddy. Alright. So this is kind of like the area where the other Geovap boss is, the one that... Actually, I never have to do that boss again, because I have enough Ascension materials for both Shao and Hu Tao, which are the only two characters who use these. So I have enough Juvenile Jade for both him and Hu Tao when I decide to ascend them past 80. So there's no reason for me to ever really do that boss again. Unless... No, there's no reason, really. I mean, it does drop, like, the Ascension kind of material thingies, but you can get those from all the other bosses, too. The other thing is it drops, I think, all the different varieties of them. So if you just want, like, a variety of stuff and you don't care what you're getting. But the problem is you don't need the Ascension materials either. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure what the best way is to get up and over this cavern here, but we'll figure it out here. Oh, does she? I didn't think she would. Oh, she does use them too. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. That means I will have to do that boss some more then. Well, there's that. I guess that my idea of never having to do that boss again was basically... Yeah. I tried to do exactly enough so that I'd have Hu Tao and Xiao covered, but I guess I do still need to do it probably another like dozen times to get Yanfei all the materials she would need for it too. It's not even a fun fight. Like, I just put up shields and just attack it. I don't know. It's an okay fight. It's definitely better than the Oceanid. I definitely don't like the Oceanid.
Next on the agenda.
Wait, could we have just like taken a shortcut over? Oh my goodness, we could have just teleported. I don't know why we were running. All right, so. Oh hey, we found a miner.
Hey, over here on the ground. Is this one of the missing people?
There's a basket lying here too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey, hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
He looks like he's trying to stand up.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
Well, wouldn't it be to try to find more miners? Anyways, but there's a camp here. All I do now is every time I see trees, I try to attack them so I can get logs for the Serenity pot. All right.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
How do you get so exhausted?
Hyman heard him talking about digging for something. Did he dig himself into this state?
It's certainly a possibility.
Strange.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these ore fragments? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped and then abandoned here. But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened. Something that led him to fall behind.
Ugh. Hyman's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it? Ooh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each of you. A memory, if you will.
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it. It's like a different crystal from each angle.
Looks kind of expensive. Can I really keep this?
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Zhongli. Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary, I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current circumstances. But thank you. I will take good care of it.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. I feel at peace among them. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
He'll be okay on his own, right?
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. There's no danger here. Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean anything to you?
Nope. Nope.
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved. And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred years ago, they were virtually mined into obscurity. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself, it's practically unheard of.
Perhaps he has ulterior motives?
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch and wait. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, sooner or later the tide will reveal the lie of the land. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found one, the others won't be far away. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We still have more investigation ahead. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest we leave a note for Uncle Dai. If he does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
I feel like we're nearing the point, because that's the third quest of this series that we're doing here. And usually the fourth one is the last one, yeah. So, and it's always the one that has the Primo Gems is always the last part of it. What is this, though? A dream solvement. An item capable of changing character level up materials obtained from memories and trials into whatever form is needed. Huh. It's an interesting item. They actually added an interesting item to the housing stuff, too, which is Artifact XP item. I think one is like 10,000 and one is 2,500 XP. Which I'm not entirely sure if that's actually a lot or not. I'd have to double check how much, like, because one of these gives 3,780. So it's actually not that much, 10,000. It'd be equivalent to like 3 of these artifacts. But I mean, yeah, whatever. Alright, let's go and talk to Kunjun and keep looking for miners, I guess. Oh yeah, they're immune to earth. Doesn't matter though.
Think you can bully me? Can't handle your drink.
Should try and heal up my Zhongli a bit. I actually really like Diona. I think she's my favorite healer in the game right now. I like her better than Bennett, to be honest, but I don't know.
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment.
Is there a pattern to it?
Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going.
Alright. I think we're getting close to, I think, the final act of this, anyway. Something tells me it has to do with this tree, though. Considering the marker's taking us, like, almost right to it. Why is there, like, foul over here?
Wow. Such an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious looking crystals up there too. Amazing.
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section.
Alright, sure.
All right then.
Telling Zhongli to be careful is silly. He's an
Kunjun, can you see anything worth
Archon.
investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh.
This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
Just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about.
Did you see anything?
Not yet.
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look?
You're sure there'll be clues in the tree?
If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there.
You think so?
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea, Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go. You wait here. Paimon will...
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from behind the tree. Did he find another clue? Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found another miner.
Let's see what Zhongli has found. Although, Paimon, I think, just wanted us to climb the tree. Which, there was actually a bunch of treasure chests in this tree. So I did climb it before.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Someone else go first.
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare yourselves and tread lightly.
Prepare yourself. After preparing, enter the tunnel.
Listen.
The missing miners are here.
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Huh? That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until they opened the gate.
So behind the seal, what do we do? We can't hurt them.
Okay, a lot of bad things just happened there. Although Zhongli is a boss. I wish he actually had that move legitimately. Where he makes that barrier around himself. That's a pretty cool move. Azdaha? Okay.
What type of monster is this?
So...
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
Oh, so Zhongli sealed
The
him.
little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Azdaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Ooh, ow.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Access denied.
Only problem is like they break like all like geo constructs like almost instantly, right? So okay, that's a really annoying move.
Stabilize. Burst forth.
Diana special. All hail.
Oh, I guess that's kind of true, but it looks way cooler in that cutscene. His shield.
Shifting. Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
It's kind of a neat fight so far. I don't understand what we're supposed to be doing right here, though.
Solidify.
Oh, I guess that is kind of what the barrier he has around him. Huh. What do you know?
You can bully me.
Live.
It's gonna take a while with just Ganyu. Like, she's hitting hard, but it's just, he's got so much life.
Fisher!
Solidify. Come into be.
He almost looks like a big giant, like, frog toad thing.
Not absolve you! Morax, you think you can destroy me?
We need, like, shields. Shields is how you win at this boss, I think.
Gather.
Shaken and stirred. We're way behind schedule. Born of ice and frost.
Well, that could have been bad there.
Solidify.
I'm here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a way to kill this thing faster. Using geo characters that rely on constructs is not a good idea because he destroys the constructs, right? So.
Order guide you. Gather.
Then again, so does the wolf. Like all the bosses, like geo characters are less impactful, unfortunately. But I mean, Zhongli's shield is fantastic.
Solidify.
I almost killed it there.
Next on the agenda.
Come, experience an eon of suffering.
I think we'll have to do this fight again, though. I doubt this would have given us credit for like the weekly kill, but oh, he's sealed up again. Nice.
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Ajdaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice.
Ajdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ajdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage.
Wait, then which one is the real Ajdaha?
Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ajdaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ajdaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Ajdaha.
So there are two Ajdahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby fully destroying the seal.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax, and aid him in stopping you.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Then allow me. Ajdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion is the world's greatest destroyer of memories.
It seems like Zhongli likes to trap a lot of different gods. But anyways, erosion?
Erosion ground Ajdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend, and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Ajdaha, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm, why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist with humanity. We lost all reason. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion, but it was futile. Everything returns to dust. It is the natural order, an unstoppable force. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot deny me.
No. No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence, the echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further, a willingness to coexist peacefully with mankind.
No, no! It is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the Earth, then I am the memory of coexistence. Of coexistence with humanity. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling? And all this?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Eroded?
Are you satisfied, Ishtaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Ejdah. This, I will remember this.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
Well, that was a lot of exposition there, and I'm not entirely sure what was going on, though. There's two different Ajdahas, and I don't know. Anyways, we got a treasure chest here, which is a lot of stuff. But it seemed like Ajdaha was Morax's friend, or Zhongli's friend, at least. But, I don't know. I guess an essence of him didn't want to be trapped anymore. I don't know. Whatever. Zhongli has a thing of not treating other powerful beings with a lot of respect, it seems.
How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
Yes, we should go check on the miners. At least it gives us a teleport in this area. Let's see. Although that's really not in a very crucial spot, I guess, but whatever. This one, however, is a fantastic spot for a teleport. Actually, would have been better, like, right over here, but we'll have to see if we can get that quest for that. So let's go check on the miners, see how they're doing. Oh, Uncle Dai is here.
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other three. Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three miners are over there, in that cave.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon. I need to assess their condition.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ajdaha. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
Ajdaha, I am no longer the Geo-Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us, yet it would seem that even you have been eroded. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will be waiting for you.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm, did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you, let alone seal you away.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend, god of contracts, I hereby honor our agreement.
Thank you, Ajdaha.
My life is at an end. I will join the eternal flow of time. And you, Morax, you will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
No, so is this the real Kunjun?
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Whoa, that was so weird. It was like he suddenly became another person.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun.
But what about Ajdaha? He was a great friend of yours that you sealed away.
He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
Well, At least we got to see a little bit
In
more
our
into...
last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Azhdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
Well, that little story explained more than like anything in the whole quest line. Shortly afterwards, Uncle Dai volunteers to take the unconscious Junkun back to the city along with the miners, and the people left behind seem I didn't manage to read the rest.
A 1,000 years ago, Azhdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Azhdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me, towards Liyue, towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away, but as the erosion set in, he forgot.
Have you also been affected by erosion?
Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire.
Is that why you chose to step down as the Geo Archon?
Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the natural order of this world. That I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Okay, hold on. I want to ask you something.
Oh? About what?
About my sister.
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for.
Oh, I forgot. In that quest line, we did say that we had some people we could talk to, like Venti and Zhongli. So here we go. This is a bit of a connection to that. I guess that's why you have to have completed that quest line before you can do this. So this is crucial for me.
Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
Well, it's not out of character, at least not for Zhongli.
Would you be ready to find out?
Perhaps.
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.
Alright, so that's Zhongli's Act 2 complete. Huh. But he really didn't tell us anything. I wonder if Venti would be a little bit more forthcoming. I don't know. So the only other little quest that I kind of wanted to check out is this one here, When the Trail Runs Cold, which takes us all the way over here. And again, this isn't a voiced one, so we'll just kind of skip through it, but I believe it does unlock that. I think it unlocks that domain that new domain that drops the new artifact sets. So yes, not forgiving. Okay. Well, that was it? Okay, I guess that quest is just to bring you over to Dragonspine, I guess. So let's see if we can get to this domain over here. And the next event, I think, is starting in about 2 days. Let me just take a quick peek here. The new event, yeah. So the Energy Amplifier Initiation. So we already did the Serenity stuff. This thing is gonna, I think this starts on Friday, on the 30th. So we'll check that out when that goes live, at least the first part. Yang Fei's already in here. Eula's coming later. We did Zhongli's quest. There is new hangouts, but the hangouts aren't really all that compelling, so I'm not going to bother doing those on stream. So yeah, the new artifacts. So we'll have to check out. That's what we're going to go check out now. We fought that. We fought that. This is in the Abyss, so I'll check that out at some point. But yeah, so anyways, let's go check out this artifact domain.
We're way behind schedule.
Can't wait till they add a new area. The next patch is rumored to bring with it a new area, but not the chasm. So, but it's the last time we had a new area was Dragonspine in 1.2, and we're already at 1.5 now, right? So 3 patches later, and still no new areas.
We're way behind schedule.
I mean, new combat stuff, right? New bosses and things like that, but no new areas. I don't really want to fight this thing, but it is going to get in our way, isn't it? Well, again, Ganyu's kind of broken. She's over the top strong. Alright, so where is this K domain? I'm assuming it's just right around the corner here. Yep, there it is.
We're way behind schedule.
There we go, and we've unlocked that. So let's see, this says recommended Geo. We have 2 Geo characters in our team, so let's go with this, I guess. Oh wait, what was that leyline thing? Backlash will occur when opponents hit a character protected by a shield, unleashing a shockwave originating at the attacking opponent's position that deals 1 instance of AoE damage. Alright, I guess that's why Geo's good. Not a oh, really? These things? I hate Geo Vishaps. Hate them with a passion.
Come into being. Feel this ancient power.
Blaze over.
They're some of the most annoying enemies in this game.
Access denied.
Oh, I completely forgot about my whole, like, Zhongli overpowered, or not Zhongli, Albedo and Ganyu overpoweredness by getting on top of the flower and shooting. I completely forgot about that. But it's broken. Because then a lot of enemies can't even hit you when you're on that, so it's really nice, actually. Anyways, let's see if we got anything decent. Odds are no, we did not. Because that's how artifact farming goes. Attack and energy recharge. Okay, those are 2 decent ones. And this is on the Plume of Death, which increases HP. And this shield strength thing. And this is the physical attack one. Well, we got a headpiece with HP on it. Already garbage, probably, right? So, alright, let's get out of here. But it is 2 new artifact sets that they introduced. So, I'm not sure who they'd be good on. I'd have to go look up some guides and stuff like that. But so yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the start of patch 1.5. Again, I believe the new event is starting on Friday. I wish there was a way to... That's content details. Wait, I have to go under event. Here we go. Energy Amplifier event. So yeah, Act 1 starts at 11 on Friday, the 30th. Okay, so we'll check that out when that's available. We can go take a quick peek at our Serenity Pod, I guess.
Off work this early?
But there's not really much to it. It's just create items from blueprints and put them in your home and get more energy to buy more blueprints, to put more items in your home, to get more energy to buy more blueprints. And eventually you'll have leveled your trust rank up and be able to buy some new items. Some of the items are pretty good though. Like the Realm Depot here. We look here, like there's the transient resin, which is 1200, which I think you can buy one of them a week. So that's nice. It's just, you know, an extra 60 resin a week, sure. There's books. I'm not sure how many of these you can buy a week. So there is stuff at Trust Rank 8 that's kind of, you know, worthwhile getting up there. And then there's these that I think are worthwhile too. Artifact XP materials. And they're really not that many coins to get, right? Right now I'm generating very few coins an hour. It actually tells you. And it's based off of how many items you have in your Serenity Pot. So I spent some time trying to figure all of this out. So right now we're cozy, which means we get 12 an hour. And if we can get up to queen size, just by adding a little bit more, because we have 4330, we need to get to 4500 to get to queen size, and that'll give us 16 an hour. And the most you can get an hour is 30 an hour, which would be what, 300, 600, plus, so like 720 a day, roughly, total. So that's not terrible, but 20,000 is a lot of things to put in. And as it stands right now, it takes like 14 hours to just synthesize or to make anything, right? So
maybe,
like if we go to create furnishings, I have 2 things in the queue right now, which I could get them right now if I wanted to, because I have these items. But the only other thing I can make right now is this pine chair, so we'll create that. Why not? And we can buy another blueprint, I think. I've just been kind of buying them in order. Realm Depot, blueprints, and we'll buy the sword. And we'll put that in the queue. Because every new item you make... Oh, we have to learn the blueprint first. Gives you more points towards your trust.
Maybe you're not...
Yeah, so the first time you ever make any new item, it gives you these points, the trust points. So... And the trust points are what you need to get more stuff. Yes, but I don't have any buddies. So... and I think your buddies have to be online for you to even join their Serenity Pot. Ooh. See, it hasn't unlocked it yet. And like people who are offline, you can't, like they have to be online for you to access their teapot. So it has to be kind of coordinated if you're going to do that. So it's not, they should make it so you can access someone's teapot while they're offline, but you can't really do that at the moment. So I don't know. I just feel like it requires a little bit of coordination to be able to do that, unfortunately. So yeah, the 14 hours for constructing new stuff is, I think, a little too long. I think it should only be like 4 or 5 hours, but... Oh well. I'll eventually get this stuff up. I mean... I don't mind the furnishing stuff. I think it's kind of interesting. Although I think the stuff I just made is for inside. But... I mean, it's going to take a long time to get it kind of decorated in a way that you'd like. Just because... But yeah, so like I have very minimal stuff. Like I just put some cabinets over here on the side and... What is this room? I think I have one of these rooms I put a bed in it somewhere. I don't remember which one. No, not that one. This one? This one. Here, yeah. So I put in some stuff in here. And I got like the little office over here. Gone use secretary's office. I like it. It's just the problem is it takes too long to be able to make new furnishings. So that's the only issue. That looks almost like a wastebasket. So maybe we can put this by our office over here. And we got a sign, a food sign. Maybe we'll put that there. And have a table. Maybe we'll put the table there. And eventually we'll get some chairs. And it'll be all wonderful. Alright, save that. Oh, we're so close to getting up to the next rank to get more currency. More currency an hour. But I guess I could just quickly
We're way behind schedule.
complete some of the items we have, but... Well, outside, I haven't really done a lot here. I've been just kind of... I want a lot more. This is going to be like the Mondstadt area here, I think. And then I started putting some of those buildings over, well, over there. And that's going to be like the Liu area, like the mountain area. It's going to be like over here. And then, I don't know. And then I put like some random like umbrella stuff over there. But I just wish that I could get furnishings a little bit faster. But it is what it is. So anyways, with that, I'm going to stop there for today. Again, I'll probably stream again on Friday, maybe Friday morning when the event goes live. And we'll see what